So we are going back to the DR. We've given you about 12 months notice, and we're excited to see all that God's going to do at the DR. So Bate Evangelism, we're going to be partnering again with Bate Evangelism. For many of you who don't know, Bates are established in the Dominican Republic, some of the very poor sugarcane areas, and so amazing to see God working there. It's something our church has partnered with for a long time, and for many of you, you may be saying, you know what, this might be the year. That's our prayer is. We would love to see, as your pastors, we'd love to see all of our people within the next 5 years go on a short-term mission trip across the globe. And so, Lord willing, we're going to have more opportunities throughout to be able to send our people on local missions opportunities or global missions opportunities. So I'm going to get Ethan to come up and ask him a few questions a little bit regarding the trip itself. All right, so I was super encouraged, super blessed to be on the trip with you and CJ. One of the things that as you've come back and you've been able to process over the last number of months, as you've been able to see a greater worship of Jesus, what does this now look like within your own walk with the Lord on a daily basis here within the Tampa region?
I would say it has helped me see the impact that a single interaction with someone can have, that how far a moment like that can go. Just for example, in the DR, the general format each day was we went out to Bate, there's a health clinic, we did evangelism, and one of the other cool things we did was we were giving out water filters, and it made me think about how there were people that came before us that brought the gospel to these Bates, and then we were able to come back later and we were able to hand out these water filters, not because it was a sort of deal of like, you're a Christian, here's a water filter, but because we knew that these pastors that have been poured into, that they are the best people to meet the needs of the people in their Bate, and they knew the best ways to distribute water and to use something like this. And so it's just in the day-to-day for me now, seeing that has helped humble me and realize the work that God has done in others before me and will do after me, and the honor and blessing it is to get to be just a small part of those interactions with the people in Tampa.
So the things, if you've never gone on a short-term mission trip, a lot of times people are like, well, I've got nothing to offer. And that really is the furthest thing from the truth. On this trip, there was an 80-year-old woman. It was her first time going on a mission trip. And she had that very same thing. And afterwards, and even during the time there, I remember her specifically saying, as she connected with my wife, and she said, I realized that God just uses whatever we have. And so it was amazing to see her being able to use the gifts that God had given her. Yes, she was older, but I would say in that there's never too late a time to go. Whether you have a child that's really young and you want to go along with and expose them to the global missions opportunities that we offer here at Aletheia, or whether you're older and more experienced, God is going to use you there. And most of all, God is going to do a work in your own heart. So one other question. What is a challenge that you would give to the people of Aletheia when it comes to global missions and considering this mission trip?
Yeah, I mean, my challenge would be, the cost of doing something like this is beyond money. It takes your time, certainly takes sleep from you, it takes your comfort. But when you just look at the people that do this and just go back and back and back, I want to challenge you to think about why they're going back and what is coming out of this. There is nothing like doing missions with your church. There is no closer experience. I would argue a week of doing missions with those in your local church will do more for togetherness, more for serving and impact than maybe anything else we do here. And so I just want to encourage you to make time for it. It is worth the sacrifice. It will completely change how you view the world for the better, and it will change what God does in your life and help you see how to do missions, not just across the world, but where you're at right now.
Awesome. Thanks, brother. I know it was an encouragement to see Ethan and CJ, the opportunity to see father and son together and to see you guys out there was amazing. And so I'm excited for all that God's going to do. March 20th, March 27th, you can sign up online for that trip, and we're excited to see all that God's going to do through that.